All right, let's just get right into it. Have you ever had one of those mornings, the ones where you feel like you're losing a race you didn't even know you were in? You've tried all the hacks, all the advice, but you still start the day feeling completely behind? Well, what if I told you the fix for your morning has absolutely nothing to do with the morning itself?
Seriously, why is it so hard? It's a really frustrating cycle. You tell yourself, tomorrow's the day. You set that early alarm, you've got plans, but then morning comes and you just hit snooze again. And again, you feel tired, defeated, and you haven't even gotten out of bed yet. What is going on?
And here it is. This is the big idea that kind of flips everything on its head. The reason your mornings are such a mess has almost nothing to do with what you do when your alarm goes off. The real battle for your morning, well, it's either won or lost the night before. So to really get this, let's talk about someone named Sarah. You'll probably see a bit of yourself in her story. She's smart, she's got big goals, but she is completely stuck in this vicious cycle of chaotic mornings, and honestly, it's starting to torpedo her entire day. This right here pretty much sums it all up. On the left, you've got Sarah's reality, snoozing, panicking, skipping breakfast, already feeling behind. And then on the right, that's the dream, isn't it? Waking up calm, prepared, focused. That gap between the two just feels massive, almost impossible to cross.
So, what does Sarah do? Well, she does what most of us would do. She decides to fix her morning in the morning. Makes sense, right? She dives headfirst into all the usual advice, totally convinced that if she could just wake up earlier and have a better routine, everything would change.
And I mean, she went all in. We're talking the full productivity guru checklist. A 5 a.m. alarm, meditation, journaling, exercise, a healthy breakfast, the whole shebang. On paper, it looks like the perfect plan to take back her mornings.
But the reality? It was a complete disaster. She'd either sleep right through that 5 a.m. alarm or wake up so exhausted that she'd just end up scrolling on her phone for an hour. So the result wasn't a perfect morning. It was just an earlier start to feeling like a total failure. Does that sound at all familiar? Okay, this is where the story takes a turn. The thing that finally clicked for Sarah wasn't some new app or another book. It was a pretty tough conversation she had during a performance review with her manager, a woman named Jennifer. This is where it all started to hit home. Her review came back, and the feedback was just meets expectations. Now, for someone ambitious like Sarah, that really stung. Her manager pointed out, gently, that she just seemed scattered lately, that she was missing things. Suddenly, her morning chaos wasn't just a personal problem anymore. It was affecting her career. So when Sarah opened up about her struggle, her manager, Jennifer, gave her this one piece of advice that changed absolutely everything. Let's just let that sit for a second. You don't win your mornings in the morning, you win them the night before. And this is so important. Jennifer didn't give her a single tip for the morning. She told her to forget about her morning routine for now, and instead to focus on this dead simple 10-minute blueprint she could do every single night. She called it the evening reset.
And it's just these 4 simple steps. It's almost deceptively simple. First, you review the day you just had. Second, you make a quick plan for the next one. Third, you get your physical space, your environment ready. And fourth, you just mentally close out the day. That's it.
And here's exactly how it breaks down. Look how quick this is. For the first 3 minutes, you just jot down 3 wins from the day and 1 lesson you learned. The next 3 minutes, you decide on just 3 main priorities for tomorrow, no more. Then for 2 minutes, you get your stuff ready. Clothes out, lunch packed, bag by the door. And finally, you wrap it up with 3 things you're grateful for and 1 intention for tomorrow. 10 minutes. That is the entire system. So, the big question is, did this little routine actually work? Well, Sarah decided to give it a real shot for 90 days. And what happened wasn't just a small improvement, it was a complete transformation of her mornings, her work, her whole life.
You can just see the effect build over time. Day 1, she just woke up feeling calm, which was weird for her. By the end of the first week, she realized she hadn't hit the snooze button a single time. A month in, she was waking up naturally, before her alarm. And at that next 90-day review, the feedback was exceeds expectations. The results were just undeniable.
Now, it wasn't all perfect. Around day 18, she had a truly awful day, the kind where everything goes wrong. And she really didn't feel like doing the reset, but she made herself do it anyway. And that's when she learned the most important lesson. This routine isn't just for good days. It's especially for the bad days. It's what gives you that clean slate and makes you feel like tomorrow can actually be better. And check out this number. She didn't have a perfect streak. She only did the reset 82 out of the 90 days. She missed 8 days. And that is so important. It wasn't about being perfect. It was about being consistent. Progress over perfection. That's what created the huge shift.
Sarah's story is pretty amazing, right? It's incredible proof that this works. But what about you? How can you take this simple, powerful idea and actually use it in your own life, starting as soon as tonight?
So here it is again. This is your checklist. 3 small wins from today, 1 lesson. 3 top priorities for tomorrow. Get your stuff ready, your clothes, keys, whatever you need, and then just close it out with a little gratitude. That's the playbook. That's how you win tomorrow.
So I'm gonna leave you with a challenge. And it's not some huge, life-altering commitment. It's simple. Can you find just 10 minutes tonight to set yourself up for a better day tomorrow? Just try it, just for one night.
Because at the end of the day, the one thing to really take away from all of this is that you've been fighting the battle at the wrong time of day. So stop trying to fix your chaotic mornings in the morning. The real work is done and the real victory is won the night before. Because tomorrow, it really does start tonight.